I'll let you know about that one. Okay, so first of all, here I shared one material guys in last session. So why this NumPy module? What is about that NumPy module? You have to understanding. NumPy is a Python library created in 2005 that performs the numerical calculations. NumPy means numerical Python. NumPy means numerical Python meaning. So using this module, we can performing the numerical calculations. It is generally used for working with the arrays concept. NumPy is also includes a wide range of mathematical functions such as linear algebra, Fourier transforms, random number generation, okay, which can be applied to the arrays. Yes. These all things we can perform mathematical related different kind of operations we can do. And NumPy we can also use it in the machine learning concept, in data science concept, in image and signal processing concept, in scientific computing, in quantum computing, like that. In these all courses, this NumPy module is required. Yes, okay, that's why this NumPy is getting more demanding nowadays. And also, why using NumPy means in these all courses we are using NumPy, and also some extra concepts are given here. NumPy is more faster execution showing us. So execution speed is more faster compared to the native Python list. Compared to the normal Python list, NumPy related arrays 50 times fastly executing for iterating the large data sets, guys. So we have, if we are having large number of objects, guys, okay, large number of data is there, guys. So from this data, if we want to filtering our required base data or one by one for loop, if we want to write each record, if we want to access normal Python based for loops and all, if we are using, so taking more time. If we are converting this data as a array object, NumPy array object, iterating the data from this object is more fast, guys, compared to the Python 50 times fastly executing iterating over the Python native list. Okay, that is one point here. Why 50 times faster means, here modern CPU techniques using, it uses the specialized data structure called NumPy arrays and creating the high performance languages, creating using the high performance languages like C and C++, and using C and C++, guys, nowadays modern CPUs developing. So modern CPU techniques are using for developing this NumPy module. That's why 50 times fastly executing compared to the Python native list. So these are all basic points I explained, guys. Okay, just I'm giving overview. And NumPy used in the various libraries like Pandas, Skippy module, scikit-learn. In different modules, we can use the NumPy. So that's why this is getting demanding. Okay, so we are importing like this. I explained already. And if we want to create the array object using the array function, we can create. This is the major function, and we also having a lot of other functions we can use this. So later you can do reading these all things theoretically, you'll understanding. So I want to create the array object, guys. If we want to create the array object, different ways we can create. So one is using the Python list we can create. Simply here the module importing Python list object creating this Python list given as input to the array function and array object creating NumPy array and printing data. Simply using this Python list we can create. And this Python list directly we can also give as an input to the array. So like that also we can create here that example there. So just line by line, if you are going through that, guys, so easily will understanding every point. Okay, this all I explained. And we have a zeros function also, same like arrays function, zeros function there. Zeros of 4, if I'm using array of 4 0 related numbers generating. Okay, floating related like this, 4 zeros related generating. If I'm giving a 10 zeros related generating, array of 10 zeros. Okay, now, and next once method also there, guys. Once method. So to create an array filled with values 1, zeros method filled with zeros, guys. Zeros of 4 means 4 times with zeros filled. Once method is there filling with 1, guys. Filling with 1. Okay, now ones of 4, if we are giving 4 times 1 related value, array of 4 ones coming. Yeah. Okay. And next, a range function is there, array range function. In Python, we have a range function. This range function accepting the 3 inputs. First input is a start value. First input is what? A start value. Second input is a end value. And third input is a step value, guys. So start value by default starting from 0, step value by default positive value there, end values must be required value. Okay, to this function only if one value giving, that is the end value. Remember that. A range of 5 means, so here the starting value 0 is there and step value 1 is there. So from 0 onwards, every time 1 value incrementing up to 4 getting. Fifth is end value n minus 1, 5 minus 1, 4, up to 4 you're getting. Create an array with values from 0 to 4 means like this we can create it. Understanding this one? And specific ranges also we can give it. Starting from 1 and end value 9 means up to 8 you're getting. And each time 2 values incrementing. So that's why 1, 3, 5, 7 like that generating. Okay, now? So just I'm giving revision, guys. These all things we did in the last session. So main points I'm explaining. So if you are reading these theoretically points, you will understand that only. Next, here in this NumPy module, this is like a one library, guys. NumPy library. Generally, we are calling NumPy module, NumPy module. In this library, we have a random module. In this random module, several functionalities there. One function is a rand function. Using this rand function also, random numbers we can generate, zero based random numbers generate. Rand of 5, it means array of 0 based values generating random numbers. Rand of 5 means array of 5 random numbers starts from 0 generating. Okay, 0 to 1 related range generating. Between 0 to 1, some numbers generating floating values. Okay, no? And remember. And next we have a empty function, guys. We have a empty function also, creating an empty numpy array. Simply creating an array object with empty function. So for that here the empty of 4 I given. So array of 4 elements randomly generating, guys. Okay, array of 4 elements randomly generating, floating points related values generating here. Okay, remember that. So very rarely we are using these all functions. A range function we are using, array function we are using most of the times. Okay, so now this is a separate topic. Above all things, guys, how to creating the array objects. How to creating the array objects using array function, using a range function, using zeros function, using ones function, using empty function, like that. Several ways we printed, guys. Okay, so next here the numpy nd array creation means n-dimensional array object how to creating. N-dimensional array object how to creating. So here the different dimension there, guys. 0 dimension there and 1 dimension, 2 dimension, 3 dimension related you have to understand. So most of the times these dimensions are asking in the interviews. Okay, 4, 5 also there. That's why simply called as n-dimensional array. Nd means n-dimensional. Okay, so now here how to creating 0 dimension array. First of all, you have to understand how to creating 1 dimension array, 2 dimension array, 3 dimensional array. Like you have to get it, guys. Okay, now? Okay, so simply here I'll open our previous program. Okay, open this one. Okay, here the number of programs we did. So one small point I want to explain. Okay, so 0 dimensional array, how we are creating 0 dimensional array. Import numpy as np. This is every time we are importing like this. And next create array object. So numpy dot array of numpy dot array of for example 10. This is only one number, guys. And now you can print array object. Array object you can print, and next print of array 1 dot so ndim is there, guys. So what is the dimension of this array object? Return by using this attribute. So now check it, this one. So what you are getting? See here the 0 dimension, guys. How to creating zero dimension object, zero dimension array object asking. So array of a single value, guys. Okay, any number without any square bracket, without any square bracket, if we are giving, that is called a zero dimension object, guys. Okay, na? So next here, okay, simply I'll write here 0, I mean 0D, 0D array, creating zero dimension array, guys, array object, zero dimension array object. Next, creating one dimension array object. You have to understand that one, creating one dimension array. One dimension array means here in the form of list we are writing 1, 2, 3, 4, like whatever you want. Okay, now check it here. So this is called a one dimension array. Here one dimension showing. Okay, array of elements there is here. So this is a one dimensional related. And the next two dimensional related. Two-dimensional array. So 2D, like we are writing. So 2D means here array of arrays we are writing, list of lists we are creating as so for example, this one is one array. Inside that again this one 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is a one array, comma another array, guys, 4, 6. So this is called a two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array. See here two-dimensional. So this is a outer dimension. Inside that two rows having three columns, guys, each row having three columns. So two-dimensional array contains rows and columns. So this is representing two-dimensional related. Inside that two rows, every row contains columns, three columns. Two rows with three columns related two-dimensional array I created. Okay, no? So remember that. So in two-dimensional array, rows and columns only there, guys. Rows and columns only. And next, I want to create a three-dimensional array object. Okay, na? So how do you create, guys, a three-dimensional related? Already in the last session I created. Just I'm giving the revision. Okay, this point's important. Now here, so three dimension means first array of three inputs required, guys. Input 1, input 2, input 3. Input 1 is what? Slicing. Input 2 is what? Rows. Input 3 is what? Columns, like that. So here, two slices I want. Slice 1, slice 2, like this. Two slices. In each slice, one or else two rows, guys. Row 1 and row 2. 4, 5, 6, like we can write. So this is one slice. This is one slice completing, and next here the one more slice. Inside this again, I'm going to write 7, 8, 9, and one more slice. So 10, 11, 12, like we can create. Okay, so then you can write, you can execute. So here three-dimension thing. So here three square bracket there, that is the three dimension. So here and here to here is one array object. So contains two slices, slice 1, slice 2, like that. In each slice, two rows there. Okay, here also two rows. In every row, three columns there. These are the columns. Understanding? In three-dimensional, these three inputs there, guys. First one representing the slices. How many slices? Slice 1, slice 2 means parts. In every slice, how many rows there? Second one, rows representing. Third one, columns representing. Okay, so from this dimension, if we want, we can access values only 11 or 8, 9, 11, 12. These four values I want. So like depending on the requirement, we can access it. So right now here, how to creating zero dimension, one dimension, two dimension, three dimension, I explained. Okay, array object I printed, and which is the dimension if you want to find out, the ndim attribute we are using. Come on, all of you, let me know. So far is clear? up to this point. And I said interview questions also, guys, here. So here, NumPy related. So what is the purpose of the NumPy module? Explained. How do you install the NumPy module? How can you check the version of the NumPy? After importing NumPy, guys, NumPy dot underscore underscore version double underscore you can use. So double underscore version double underscore, then version you will get it. Who developed the NumPy and when was it created? NumPy was created in 2005. Who created? Who created, guys? So Oliphant, like an author is there, guys. Travis Oliphant. In 2005, Travis Oliphant created NumPy module. Okay, this point remember. And about the NumPy, you can read it. NumPy is open source software and has many contributors. A number of people spending their own time and developing different features in the NumPy module. Okay, open contributors there, guys. And next, why is the NumPy used in Python? So for doing mathematical calculations more easily, we can use. And why is the NumPy is faster than Python native list? Compared to the Python native list, 50 times NumPy arrays are more fastly executing. So why means here in the NumPy, C++ related modern techniques used, C++ languages used for developing the NumPy related logics, and later one more is latest CPU techniques related algorithms used for developing the this one and more memory efficiency there. That's why this NumPy we are using as okay. How do you create the NumPy related ND array object, n dimensional array object? How to creating? So here only 0 dimensional array, 1 dimensional, 2 dimensional, 3 dimensional. How to creating? I explained, guys. How can you check the number of dimensions in the NumPy array? So how we are checking? By using an attribute called ndim. By using this ndim attribute, so what is the dimension of this array object? We can find out. Okay. And next, how can you access the elements in a NumPy array? In NumPy array object, in the array object, how we are accessing the elements? So by using the indexing, we can access. By using the slicing, also we can access. In Python, list concept or string concept, tuple concept, we discussed, guys. So there, indexing, slicing, we used. Indexing, why we are using particular index-based value, specific value. If we want to access, then we can use the indexing. Some group of values, if we want to access, then slicing concept we can use it. Okay, same like here also, indexing, slicing we can use and we can access the elements. Hope you are understanding, guys. Okay, these all questions related I explained. Indexing, slicing related today also I'll give you. As already last session I explained how to accessing indexing based, slicing based. So for that separate material today I'll share it. So here array indexing related, slicing related, data types related, copy method, view method, shape, reshape, flattening objects, loops related, NDITR, joining the arrays, splitting the arrays, sorting the arrays. Several topics there, guys. So these all are array based related only. Okay, multiple arrays, how we are merging, single array, how we are splitting as per the requirement. So this NDITR method is very important, and we'll discuss. Flattening is also very important for interview related asking, guys. Okay, these all topics related. Now we will discuss. First of all, indexing, slicing. Already last session also I explained these things. Again, I'll give you the reason for this. Okay. See here, instead of writing directly, I'll explain here. Okay, now here. Okay, now you can see, guys, here creating the two-dimensional array object. So I created like this, guys, a two-dimensional array object, array of arrays, so rows, columns there. So here ndim representing dimension of the object and data type of object representing by using d type. And in this array, how many elements are there? Using the size attribute, we can define it, guys. We can represent it. Okay, these are separately attributes I'll discuss. There again, I'll explain it. So now here accessing the elements, here only given. Okay, so today's session also 1D, 2D, 3D, how to creating a given, and now how accessing related using the indexing I'm explaining here. See, your object of index number we can give it zero index, zero index guys. So if I'm giving like this zero index, so here this is the zero index based row and index one based row guys. This entire row we are getting, and the array of one means second row you're going to get it. Okay, next, so because of this first row you're getting, in that row, second index based column, second index based zero index, one index, two index. So this third value you're going to get it. First row you are accessing, later column you are accessing from that row. So like this we can use. This is called the nested object accessing as nested indexing. Nested indexing using this first one object you're getting, I mean one row you're getting from that particular column based value you're getting. Is that clear?
Yes.
Accessing from the 2D, same like from the 3D also, how accessing can see. So 3D objects, how to creating, I explain. If you want, like you can create. So today in the same line only, I created all these values. So here, two slices with three rows, where every row contains four columns. Three, two slices. Slice one, slice two contains three rows. Row one, row two, row three. Every slice contains three rows, and every row contains four columns. Okay, this is the point. Later, shape, reshape related there. So that time two, three, four, like we are using. It means two slices, three rows, where each row contains four columns. Like that, we can represent. Okay, we'll discuss those all things today. Now here, accessing the elements from 3D guys. So because of this first slice, this slice you're getting, because of array of one, this second slice we are getting. So those points are given here. And next here, so first slice getting, so next two is there guys, means the second index. So in this slice, this is a index 0, index 1, index 2. Index 2 means this row you're getting. Okay, this row. And the next, in that row, index 1 is there guys. So index 1 means this is 0, this is 1. This is the 10 value we are going to get it. Okay, this is called nested indexing. Nested indexing. Some group of rows and columns related if you want to access, this is we are going to use. So come on, let me know here. First of all, slice 2, this one, you're going to accessing. Okay, this value. I'll paste here. Check it guys. So because of this one, you're going to get this slice guys. Okay, you're going to get this slice, second slice. And next in this slice, 0 column 2 is there. So 0, 1, 2. So 0 column 2, 2 is exclusive value, n minus 2. I mean n minus 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. 0 index based row, 1 index based row getting. So nothing but there is a two rows getting is. There's two rows you're getting because of this second indexing. Okay, because of this one. Okay, next, here one is there guys, square bracket format, one is there. So one is there means here out of these two things, so index one based row getting. This is a zero index, this is a one index guys. Okay, so index one based row, this row you are getting. Okay, in this row again number of elements there. In this row again number of elements there. So now here, one column three there guys, one column three there. So index one, two, three. Three is the exclusive value of two second index. Index one, index two related getting. This is the zero and this is the one and this is the two guys. These two values you're going to get 18, 19 related. Okay, this is the concept of slicing. Indexing, slicing, both together we are using for specific values accessing related. And these all things when you are doing practically like this, then only you will understand it guys. Am I going fast?
No.
So this is about the slicing and indexing related. You can see here. So what is array indexing, how it is used, and how do you access the specific elements in the NumPy array object? So we did right now. We discussed about these things. And how does slicing work in NumPy arrays? Give an example. This also we completed. So when we are using the slicing related, so rows information, columns information we are using between that column operator we are using. So 2D, 3D related do practice, guys. So next difference between the copy and the view functions there, guys. Okay, so these things slowly we'll discuss. Shape, reshape, copy, view, and multi-dimensional pattern object, NDIT are related little bit. Time waited and we'll discuss. So before that, different attributes there we'll discuss about those attributes. So here, these all things there, guys, already explained. Scroll down. Zeros method, array range method, rand method, all explained. And previously, guys, here check it. Zeros of if I'm giving here four, array of four zeros generating, array of four zeros related 1D object only generating, one dimensional. I want to generate two dimension, guys. Okay, so then you can use like this tuple format, 2 comma 3. Okay, then create the 2D array with two rows, first one representing rows, two rows, in every row three columns. Okay, filled with zeros method, filled with zeros only. Okay, check it. By seeing this only you'll understanding is so two rows, three columns filled with zeros. So output you are going to get two rows related with three columns related. All the values are zeros related. Okay, so like this you are going to get two rows, three columns, 2D array. Same like that, 3D related. If you want three inputs, we are using two slices. In each slice, three rows. In each row, four columns. Okay, that is the point. 2 into 3 into 4 filled with zeros. So then you are going to get like this. Two slices, slice 1, slice 2, three rows. Every row contains four columns like that. Okay, na? So using zeros method or ones method, like any method we can use, guys. So instead of zeros, if I'm using ones method, so with number one, filling these all values. And fill method also there, guys. So that entire explanation here there. Okay, specified value. See here, ND array with a specified value is there. So for that purpose, full method we can use full method. So 2 comma 2 is there and 5 is there, guys. So 2D array with elements initialized to 5. Initialized to 5. So 2 rows, 2 columns was 5 related value generating. So this representing rows, this representing columns. 2 rows, 2 columns. With which value? 5 value. I want to fill it. So like that filling. That is a full method behavior. Okay, now if it is a zeros method, then only rows and columns enough, no need of this value. Two rows, two columns wise with zeros filling. If it is a ones method, two rows, two columns with ones filling. With a specified value, if we want the value also we have to give here. That is the difference between them. Okay, so now later here rand related also, guys. So rand of 2 means two random numbers generating between 0 to 1 related, I said. Here 2 comma 2 means two rows, two columns wise random numbers generating 2D array. This is a 3D array. Previously, guys, 1D array related I explained. So every method, every function related 1D, 2D, 3D, how to creating, you have to do practice. Okay, so when it is come to the 1D, only one input we are giving. Okay, so two random numbers generating array of two random numbers between 0 to 1. 2D means like this we are giving as 2 comma 2, two rows, two columns, or 2 comma 3 means two rows with three columns like that. Three values if we are giving, that is a 3D object, 3D. So two slices, two rows, two columns. Okay, if value changing, then as per that we can pronounce it. Okay, this is all you can do practice. And next, empty function related also. 2 comma 2, there 2 rows with 2 columns related, random numbers generating, same like 3D object also. So these are all already existing functions only, again with the 2D 3D explained. That's it. So now coming to the data types, guys, we have a different data types. So a data type is a way to specify the type of the data that will be stored in an array. So this is about the data type, guys. Data type is nothing but a way to specify the type of the data that will be stored in the array. In that array, what type of data storing like that, representing. Okay, so like you can create the array object, guys. So later this array object we can use with d type. D type means data type. Then we can get what is the data type of this array object. So we have a different data types, guys, here. So wider range of numerical data types there. So string related also there. I mean floating related and all. So int related, int 8, int 16, int 32, int 64, like different types we have. By default, this one is the major type. Signed integer types related, different bit sizes there, 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit, and this is the default one. Okay, next unsigned related 8, 16, 32, 64 is there. So this is the default one. Floating related 32, 64 is there. This is the default one. And complex related 64, 128 is there. This is the default one. Highest value only default value, guys. Remember this one. And most of the times these things we are using floating related we are using. Okay. So check the data type of NumPy array. And simply array object related data type, how to checking. So by using this D type attribute, we can check it. D type means data type. So if I'm creating like this array object dot D type, if we are using int 64 like representing. So we have used the D type attribute to check the data type of the array object. So array is an array of integers. The data type of array is inferred as a int 64 by default. Simply major data type is int 64 format we are getting. If we want int 8 format, int 16 format, so explicitly we can specify. How to specify? You can see here. Check the data type of the array objects. Different array objects I'm creating. So here the int array, float related array, floating point related, complex values related. So I created, guys, 3 array objects. So next D type like I'm using separately you're getting int related 64, float 64, complex 128 like that displaying. Okay. Yes. Next. If we want to create the array object with defined data types, with required data types, then we can use a D type attribute as a parameter. D type parameter while calling the array object. See here. So this is called array object. This is nothing but array object. By default, this data type is int 64 is there. I want like int 32. Then here you can give as a input D type equal to int 32 like that representing. And now here D type whenever we are accessing, so using D type attribute int 32 related printing. By default int 64 printing is here. If you are not using this one, int 64 coming. So because of this parameter int 32 coming here, and this entire array object I printed here. Okay, so if not giving this attribute or this parameter, the default one int 64 generating, and using this parameter we can define what type of data we want. Okay, like any data type you can use this. So here int 8 format I used, and here the unsigned int related 16 I used, and float 32 I used. Those all things we can print here. Complex related I used, and whenever I'm printing, those all you are getting. So this all you can do practice, guys. And next type conversion, guys. How to do the type conversion? One type of object into another type. Into 64 format related object, I want to convert into float 64 related. Okay, like that. One type into another type, how we are converting. So for that, AS type function we are using. See here, AS type. AS type asynchronous type function is there, guys.
Asynchronous type.
So AS type function, this is we are using this one. We can convert the data type of an array. We can convert the data type an array using AS type function. So simply here you can see importing the module, creating the array object, and the next this array object dot as type of float I'm using. This entire array object now converting into float format. That's why int array, because of this int 64 coming. This int 64 converting into float 64 related. Okay, so here you can print data type, and here you can print data type. This data type you can print, you can see here. Here int 64 is there, here float 64 format there, floating values. So like that, using AS type function, we can convert one type into another type. So here the int 64 format related object converted into float 64 format. Got it this one? And next array attributes, guys. We have so many attributes. Already we used some attributes, D type attribute, ndim attribute. Same like that, number of attributes there. Shape, size, data type, dimension, and so on. Okay, for finding these all things, different attributes there, we can use those all attributes, guys. So one by one here is there. So ndim, using this one, so we can find out the dimension of the array. It returns the number of dimension of the array. Your array object contains which dimension representing. Already we tested. And the size attribute, guys, returns the number of elements in that array. In 1D or 2D or 3D, in that array object, how many elements are there? That size representing. D type attribute, it returns the data type of elements in the array. So in this array object, what is the data type? Int 64, float 64, like that representing. Okay, these three we used, guys, already. So shape, item size, data is there. Shape attribute returns the size of the array in each dimension. Size of the array in each dimension representing. Okay, this one now we'll do practically, guys. So here, okay, I'll use this 3D array or 2D array, whatever you want, you can use.
Oh, uh-huh.
Okay, 3D array I created, guys. Module imported using the array function. So two slices related, three rows related, four columns related I created. Two slices with three rows contains four columns related every row. I created 3D. So now if I'm printing this one, what is coming, guys? So total array object is printing. Array object print one line gap I'm getting. And now here the dimension we are finding, and the data type we are finding, and the size we are finding is okay. So okay, right now here we'll comment. Okay, now here check it. So dim and data type only we used. See here, entire object array object printing and three dimensional related into 64 format related getting. Okay, by default these all numbers related into 64 related coming. Okay, now here how many elements there? Array size. So now you can see here totally 24 elements there. 2 into 3 into 4, guys. 2 into 2 into 3 into 4. Okay, this is the count. 2 threes 6, 6
Six
fours
four
24 elements there. 2 representing 2 slices, 3 representing 3 rows, 4 representing 4 columns in each row. Okay, this is the calculation. That's why 24 items there. You're getting all 24 here. Okay, and next print array 1 dot so array 1 dot shape array 1 dot shape attribute I'm using. Shape attribute, guys. So using this, what can display see it. So here this is the shape. Okay, two slices, three rows.
three
Each
rows
row
and four
contains four columns.
columns.
This is the shape. using the shape attribute, this object related shape we are getting. If it is a two-dimensional object, then only two values getting. How many rows are there in each row? How many columns are there? That is you are going to getting. So that is the shape attribute behavior. Are you clear this one? Okay.
Yes.
So next, yeah, item size is there, guys. Item size. It returns the size in
Size in
bytes
bytes
format.
of each
It
element.
returns the size of each elements in the array. Each elements in the array, okay, what size occupying, that is going to get. So here, print array one dot item size attribute I'm using. So now one print line I'm using, guys. So every item size is what you're going to get. So 8 bytes, guys. Every element is occupying the 8 bytes. Totally 24 elements there. 24 into 8 total number of bytes in that array object getting. Okay. So this is the size. Every element having 8 bytes related into, because of this total number of elements getting. So entire array object contains how many bytes, like sometimes asking. Then item size array object dot item size into array object dot size attribute if we are writing. So total bytes of the array object getting. Okay, like that we can calculate it, guys. Okay, so here int 64 format is there. Int 64 format, if available, then each element, okay, how many bytes are occupying, you can identify it. 8 bytes, 4 bytes, like different bytes there. Okay, I'll show you that one in separate place, guys. Clearly you're understanding. Okay, next, data. It returns the buffer containing the actual elements of the array in memory. Simply in memory where these array elements are there. So that address representing as that address representing here. Okay, I'll print that. Print array one dot data. Array one dot data. So using the data attribute, address of this array object, we can get it. So memory at so and so. In this so and so place, this array object memory is there. So that is we are finding. Simply address you're getting as. It returns the buffer. Buffer is nothing but memory address. It returns the buffer that containing actual elements of the array in the memory. So array related actual elements in which memory available, that memory address printing using the data attribute. So this item size, I'll let you know. So here every attribute related, for more clarification related, every attribute related programs I given, guys. So ndim related, okay, dimension you will get it. Okay, size attribute, total number of elements you're getting. Shape attribute here, two rows, three columns, 2 comma 3 you're getting. Okay, so if it is a 3D means the three values you're getting. Slices, rows, columns related. And the D type related data type you are getting. Okay, and the next item size, guys. Here every attribute related separate programs are given. So now you can see here. Here by default int 64 format is there in this object, and here the int 32 related I created array 2. So array 1 related item size is 8, array 2 item size is 4, guys. So for 64-bit related, for 64 data type related, each element occupying the 8 bytes. For 32 related, guys, each element occupying the 4 bytes. So that information here is there. Array 1 is an array that containing the 64-bit integers by default, which uses 8 bytes of memory per element. For each element, 8 bytes using. Okay, na? So item size returns 8 at the size of each element. Simply here 8 return, size of each element this one. Total array object size if you want to find into, so total number of elements you can get it. Okay, next, array 2 contains the 32-bit integer format, guys. So here each element in this array uses 4 bytes in the memory, guys. Okay, so next, here only 64 related 8, guys, the 32 related 4 bytes related there, 16 related 2 bytes there, guys. 16 related 2 bytes there, and 8 related int 8 1 byte is there. So if you want this single one, I'll let you know. Okay, okay, simply here check it. Each one you'll understand when you are printing. Okay, this program I'll make it comment numpy, and next here copy paste it. So I created a 1D array, guys. So now here the same object only we can use. Hmm. Okay, same object only. Array 1, this, what is that? Okay, now here array 1, array 2, and array 3. Three objects there. Okay, one more is array 4. Four objects, same elements I'm using. And here the int 64. This is the default one. Next 32, and next 16, guys. 16, and next 8.
128.
Okay, like that. These all 4 objects creating, and these all 4 objects we have to print. So if we want to print item size related, we can print it. So item size array 1 related, array 2 related, like we can get it. So array 1, array 2, and array 3, array 4. Okay, now check it. See, guys, here. So for 64 related, how many bytes? Every element occupying 8 bytes. For 32 related, 4 bytes of bytes, guys, reducing. For 16 related, 2 bytes every element. For int 8 related, okay, 1 byte every element occupying 1 byte. So remember this one. Based on this one, you have to calculate. Sometimes one array object creating with some elements, including with the data type, guys. So total number of bytes, how many bytes occupying for this given array, like asking. So first of all, in this total, how many elements are there using size attribute you can find, and based on this data type, guys, each element occupying how many bytes you can understand, and both you can multiply, then total number of bytes, how many occupying in that array object, you can find out. That is the task. Okay, so remember this one. Finding the bytes of each element in the array object. So that is only main points here. Okay, all the points I explained, and this material I shared. So next, in another material, indexing related and slicing related, I explained, guys, mainly here. Okay, first of all, indexing slicing. So this is one array. This is one array. Contains these all elements. Contains these all elements. So this array same like a Python list. Indexing there, forward indexing there, backward indexing there. Forward indexing starts from 0, each time 1 1 incrementing. Backward indexing starts from -1, each time 1 1 decrementing, guys. Okay, like that. Same like a Python list, forward indexing, backward indexing there. Using the index values, we can access the elements. Okay, that is called array indexing, guys, here. So go through this theory, you will understanding. So now here, okay, 5 is the third element. However, its index is 2. This is a 5. This index value is 2, guys. Even this is third element, index is 2. Why means index starts from 0. That information only given here. Each time 1 1 incrementing. Okay, same like Python list. Already you people knows about that. So no worries. Negative indexing and forward indexing. So accessing the array elements using the indexing. Already I explained some programs, indexing based, slicing based accessing. So here this is a which type of I mean 1D or 2D, this one. This is a one-dimensional array. Single square bracket is there. Okay. So this is a zero representation, one representation, two representation like that. So array of zero means one you're getting. Array of two means five you're getting. Array of four means so two, three, four. Four is nothing but nine you're getting. So like that you can understanding guys. Okay, access the array elements using the indexing, same kind of program. So here just like explanation I given. So here the programmatically given. And next modifying the array elements using the indexing is modifying the array elements using the indexing. For example, this program can see here. So I created here right now array object and accessing here. Next I want to modifying is modifying modifying the array elements using index. Okay, now modifying the array elements using the indexing related. I'll see here. So right now here, array of 0 means 1 you are getting as so in the array of 0, 1 you are getting. There I want to write 10. There I want to write 10. Okay, after that, then again, so I want to print the array 1. So again here, see guys here 10 is there. 0 index based 1 is there. There I updated with 10. So if I'm printing like this, if I'm printing like this after updating here, so then you're going to get 10 only. Okay, in 0 index based 10 value updating as original. This is the new object after updating and that value accessing here. Understanding? Simply modifying means in this index, which value we want to modify like that, we can define it. So right now here the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 indexes there. 4 indexes there guys. Okay. So here this is a main object and print and next I'm going to give here array of 6. In the sixth array, sixth index place, I want add 5. In the sixth index place, I want to add 15 guys. This one working or not can see. So array index
Not
6
working.
not there, only up to 4 only there. That's why index error getting. Index error, index 6 is out of bounds for access 0 with the size of 5. Okay, na? So in Python list string also guys, if given index not available when you are trying to updating or when you are trying to accessing, then index error it is going to return like this. So you are trying to updating, that's why you're getting that. And okay, this is I'm commenting. And the next print area of 6. This sixth index based array element I'm trying to accessing. So that index not there, again you're going to get index error only. Okay, na? So whenever you are trying to accessing or modifying if that array index not available, then index error returns. In Python also same like that. When we are working with the slicing, so then when we are working with the slicing, errors not coming. So if range is a possible range is there, that range related values returning. If range is invalid there, empty array objects returned. Okay, that is a point. Okay, we can see that. And modifying the array elements here programs there guys do practice. Next with the negative array indexing. Okay, backward indexing is there. So with that you can do practice, no problem. So array of -2 means last value 7 you're getting. Array of -1 means last value you're getting. Okay, -2 means last second value. Like that you're getting. And the same like that modifying also using negative indexing you can do it. Okay, na? So this all with a 1D arrays, 1D array related. Now with a 2D array, how to performing. So this is what a 2D array is. This is a 2D array, two-dimensional array. Contains three rows, row 1, row 2, row 3. Every row contains three columns, column 1, column 2, column 3. Okay, this is a 2D guys. So now here I want to access. So what is the meaning of this one? 2 comma 1. Array of 2 comma 1. So array of 2, first one representing rows related. Okay, 0, 1, 2. 2 means this last row you're getting. Second index means last row you're getting. In that index 1 related value, 0, 1. So this is a 1 related. This value returning. Okay, from the 2D array guys. So using this row number and column number. Okay, row index, column index, we can get this specific value, index based values. And next here the example there practically same kind of examples do practice. And next access the row or a column of a 2D array using indexing. So see here, what is there here? What is there here guys? 1 comma column is there. So 1 representing row 1, this one, row 1. In this row 1, what are the columns you want? Okay, only column is there. Column is there means starting from 0 index, ending up to available length. So these all values you are getting. From 0 onwards up to available length. 3 is the length in this row. Okay, so that's why all the values you are getting here is there. In particular row, all the columns, if you want, like this, you can write. And now here, see guys, carefully write it. Okay, so this is representing second column of every row, guys. See here, access the third column of the array. So second index means the third value, third column related value in every row, in every row. So you can see here, so every row related third values, nothing but these things. 5, 2, 8. Okay, so this representing all the rows starting to ending. In every row, second index related means third column. So that's why these all values like a new array format returning. Okay, by seeing here only guys, you will understanding. Just line by line go through that. So next with 3D array related available here. So when 3D arrays related, if we are writing three indices we are using. First
Select your
index, second
colors.
index, third index like that. Okay, for accessing the index based values means specific values related. See here, 3D array. 3D array means two slices with rows and
Two
columns there. Two slices with rows and columns. Okay, now here, what is happening here? 2, 1, 2, 1. So 1 representing slice 1, this one. Okay, this is a slice 0, slice 1, guys. 1 representing slice. Access a specific element of the array. So in which array? Slice 1 means this array. Okay, this array. Here, this in this slice, guys, 3 rows there. Row 1, row 2, row 3 like that. Which row you want? Index 2 related row. Index 2 related row, guys. Index 2 related row means 0, 1, 2. So nothing but this second row, last row. Last row, guys. This is accessing. Okay, na? This wait up to here accessing. So now in this this one representing the column. Okay, 0 index 1 column, 0 index, 1 index. So this value going to accessing 22. 22 guys. See here 22 getting. All of you clear, my dear students?
yes.
And don't think like negatively guys by seeing here explaining like that. Each program whenever I'm typing in the IDs taking some more time. So that's why for time saving I'm explaining there. Hope you are following everyone. Okay. So any slicing related, if you are getting confusion, please let me know. I will explain it clearly. Okay. So here 1, 2, 1 like given. What is this first one representing? It acts as the second array. In 3D, right now two arrays there. Second array accessing that entire array given here. So nothing but this one. Like that step by step degrading is here. Next 2 is there. This representing second index row guys access the third row of the second array. So second index means a third row only. So this row is accessing here. And next last one representing second element of the third row. Second element of the third row. So in this row, this is third row. In this row, second element. Index 1 means second element 22. Like that here explanation there. Okay. So these all are indexing related only. Now same concept with slicing. Slicing means a group of rows, group of columns at a time we can access. So now slicing related is there. Here start value column, stop value column, step value there. In Python also slicing having same syntax. Start value, stop value, step value. Out of these three, which one is the mandatory one? Let me know. Out of these three, which one mandatory one? Start, stop, step there. So this one is the mandatory one. This one is by default starts from 0, and next this one is by default incremented with 1 positive value. Python concept. So here information given. Okay, stop value is the exclusive value, last element exclusive value, and this is the first element include value, and the step size between each value. Okay, now here, so step value is by default 1 is there, start value by default 0 is there, or from starting onwards, stop value. Okay, so up to the last value, whatever we are giving, that coming. Okay, one by one we'll do. Using one-dimensional related slicing, two-dimensional slicing, three-dimensional slicing. You have to do practice all these three. Okay, so now here I created one-dimensional array. Already I explained 1D, 2D, 3D how to creating. Now accessing related with indexing completing. Now with the slicing we are going to do. Okay, so now array object is there. Slicing means like this: 2 column 6. Starts from 2 second index 0, 1, 2. It means starting from here onwards up to the sixth index. I mean end index is a 6. 6 minus 1, 5 up to the fifth index. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the sixth value, guys. So before this up to the 5, fifth index there. So this range related you are getting 5, 7, 8, 9. End value 6, n minus 1, nothing but the fifth index. Each time 1 value incrementing. So like this coming. If I'm giving here only other value, for example, see here 2 I given. So starts from 0, guys. Here starting from 0, each time 2 to incrementing. End index is 8 is there. 8 means up to 7th index. So each second value you're going to get it, guys. Each second value you're getting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a 7th index. So again, two more incrementing means boundary crossing. So that's why up to these values getting 1, 5, 8, 2. Okay, 1, 5, 8, 2 there here. Okay, when you are doing practice, if you want indexes, you can create like this. You can create guys a slicing number here in there, na, top side. Okay, like this you can draw it index values. So based on that, easily you can find out. Okay, now from the 2D guys. Okay, here only stop value there. Check it here. Modify relating. Okay, come here. 1D related. I access it right now. So here start value, stop value, both are given. And next here, start value, stop value, step value, 3 given. Here only start value is there. Starting from third index up to available length. So nothing but here 0, 1, 2, 3. So starting from here and up to available length accessing. Okay, now here only column is there. It means starting from 0 ends with up to available length. Each value is getting. These are all values as it is getting. Okay, this all same like Python list only, guys, or Python string. So the entire information available here. Same like that, you can modify also. Start value, stop value, start value, and all three parameters also we can give and we can modify it. So here only start parameter I given. Check it here. This is array, guys. So three column like that. 0, 1, 2, 3 means here onwards. Here onwards, what are the values there? Okay, three column end is not there means available length. All the values from third index onwards are updating with 20. So that's why. So these all values are now updated with 20. Okay, now only with the start value. So next stop value is there, guys. Only stop value there. So from starting onwards up to this is the third index means second index. So 0, 1, 2. Okay, these values are updated with 40. And next start to stop both there. So between this range of elements, all updated with 22. Okay, here updated is 22. Okay, these are all modifications later. And now here all three parameter there. Start value, stop value, step value. So here starting from 1 here onwards, every second element, guys, every second element updating with 16. Here 16, here 16. End value is what? 5. Means up to the fourth index. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, up to here is there. So that's why only two values here and here updated with 16. Okay, so that point remember. And the same concepts with the negative indexing, you can do practice. Okay, no need to discussing. So now with the 1D related, we did with the forward indexing with the negative indexing, same concept now with the 2D with the 3D also can do practice. That is only here points there. Okay, so 2D related, guys, array of row start. The first element is representing in which row we want to start. Okay, row start number and the next value row stop related and next value row step related. Okay, three inputs here given. Starting row, stopping row, step row related, and the same like columns related. Starting column, stop column, step column. Okay, this is the input. You have to remember this input. And that information here is there. Okay, we'll do that one. Okay, here. Okay, this is my program, guys. So create a 2D array and accessing using slicing. Okay, first of all here import numpy as np imported. This module I imported and creating the numpy array object two-dimensional related. And now here the given this one. What you are expecting here output? Let me know what you are expecting. So this one representing related rows. This one representing related to columns. So now what is the output? Let me know here.
Second row.
0 column
Okay.
2. Starting value 0 is there, end value 2. This is 0, this is a 1, this is the 2, guys. So 2 is exclusive value up to this one. Means both rows related. 0 index row, index 1 related row. Both rows selecting here. Because of this, both rows selecting. From the both rows, then here from 0 index onwards up to end index is second means up to the index 1 related columns accessing 0 index 1. So nothing but these values 1 3 9 11 1 3 9 11 we are expecting. See here 1 3 9 11 as a two dimension. Okay, like this we can access. So this first value representing rows related, second value is representing columns related. Starting from which row? If more values there, more rows there, in the two dimensional, if 10 rows there, from which row to which row, you want to specify, you can specify here. Each time step value also you can specify. Same like columns related also. No, Sanjeev, you given wrong one. So this is the output. 1, 3, 9, 11. Two-dimensional format getting. Same like that. 3D. 3D object means slices also we are giving. Slicing giving, rows giving, columns giving. Like that we can access it. Okay, comes to here. 2D numpy array using slicing. Okay, here the just like explanation I given, here programmatically given. Okay, you can do practice guys, a different example there here. 3 rows there now, here. So here, this one we did right now. Now this one can see 1 column 3, index 1 onwards. So 0, 1, 2, 3 means these 2 rows getting. These 2 rows getting here, and 2 column 4, 2 column 4. Because of this, so index 0, index 1, index 2 means from here onwards, guys. So index 2, index 3, index 4. 4 is not there up to 2. Up to 3 you're getting. Means these 4 values you're going to get. 13, 15, 5. This is a 5 or 6. Okay, 6. So 6, 8. These 4 values related two-dimensional object getting. So you can see here two-dimensional object getting. Okay, like this we can access this, different rows, different columns, slicing like that. Okay, so same like that with the 3D also you can do practice. So along with rows and columns, before that slices also, which slice object we want to access based on the indexing can specify it. That's it. Next here the reshaping related is there. This is the last point for this today's session. We'll stop it. Reshaping related. Okay, so we have a reshape attribute guys and reshape method also there. So we can reshape the existing array objects. We can reshape. For example, this is a which dimension guys? One dimension object, 1D within the single square bracket. So this is I want to reshape guys, like a two-dimensional. Each two-dimensional object contains 2 rows where each row contains 4 columns. So 2 rows, 4 columns. Up to this is a 1 row and this is 1 row, like the two-dimensional format dividing. Okay, one-dimensional object, if we want to divide in like a three-dimensional object, so like this we can also do it. This is the three-dimensional, 3 square brackets there, three-dimensional. So three-dimensional object contains 2 slices, guys. 2 slices. Slice 1, slice 2. Every slice contains 2 rows, where every row contains 2 columns. Okay, that is 1D into 3D I converted with 2 rows, 2 columns, and 2 layers. 2 layers, nothing but 2 slices. Okay, like this I want to convert. How to converting? So now we can use that. So here np dot reshape method is there. Reshape of your array object and with a new shape. What you want, that is you can give it. And order equal to C we are using. This is the later I will explain. Just check it here. Syntax you can check it guys. Array representing your input array that needs to be reshaped. Which object we want to reshape? That object, this one. And this is a new shape related input. Decide new shape of the array. Which shape format? Okay, which format you want to reshape? That reshape related input we have to give. And this order is optional, guys. It specifies the order in which the elements of the array should be arranged. By default, it is set to C, guys. Order equal to C by default. So which format ordering coming? This is I will let you know this one separately. So here the C, F, A like we can use. By default, C is there. Okay, we'll discuss about this one later. Okay, no? So okay, 1D into 3D, I want to reshape guys. 1D into 2D, I want to reshape it. So one-dimensional array and two-dimensional arrays and three-dimensional array also we can reshape it. We can reshape it. Okay, so now I imported a numpy object. Just wait, guys, 1 minute.
Nice, Haribara.
Yes, guys. Okay, just last point. After completing this reshape, we'll stop guys session. Okay, see here. So I imported module and I created a one-dimensional array. This one-dimensional array object I want to convert into two-dimensional array with two rows and four columns. So that's why array object you can give as input, and the next in between the parentheses 2 comma 4 we can write. It means two rows with four columns, meaning two rows with four columns. Okay, so this object now you're going to display in the form of 2D with two rows and four columns. Okay, na? So here count must be matching as, for example, if 9 values there here, if 9 values there here, so two rows with four columns up to here completing. So this is extra value because of this error showing. So value error cannot reshape array of size 9 into shape 2 comma 4. Okay, array of size 9 elements related with the shape 2 comma 4 we are unable to reshape it like that. Value error showing. Okay, for this program you're going to get this one. Okay, here the output you are getting properly. If only 8 elements there. Okay, count must be matching as rows and columns related must be matching. Okay, na? So remember that. And next here, the full explanation here is there. You can do practice. So 1D array into 2D array in the NumPy. So okay, no problem. Here 8 elements there. 4 comma 2 I given means 4 rows where every row contains 2 columns. 4 rows, 2 columns like this coming. Okay, which format we want to reshape, that format we can get it. So np dot reshape of okay, I think one more variation is there here in the same program. Check it guys here. So array object I created, and next np dot reshape function I'm using. To this array object I given as input and the shape I given here. Okay, that is we did here guys. We did here. I think another variation also working. Okay, I'll check it about that one here. So what is your array object? This one. Array one dot reshape of reshape function. Directly we can use like that. So which format you want to reshape? So now 2 comma 4. Okay, we can give it. So then working or not can check it. Yes, working. Two rows, four columns related. If I'm using here guys, 4 comma 2, 4 comma 2, 4 rows, 2 columns, 4 rows to 2 columns wise working. Okay, this is also another variation. Array object dot reshape of how many rows, how many columns we want can represent. So this is a one format. Okay, np dot reshape of array object and shape parameters we can use, or else you can write like this directly. Okay, anyone you can use. So both are working. Both are working as existing objects we are reshaping as per our requirement. Okay, now. So those all examples here there. Now here 1D array with 3D guys. 1D array with 3D if we want converting, here 1D I created. So here the 3 inputs we are giving. That is only difference. 3 inputs means 2 slices, 2 rows, 2 columns wise. 2 slices, 2 rows, 2 columns wise. Slice 1, slice 2. row 1, row 2. Every row contains 2 columns. Like this you are getting. Okay, same syntax. So 3D means the 3 inputs we are giving here. Slice, rows, columns. So 2D means only rows and columns we are using. Okay, na? So up to this, remember guys, up to this reshape related, remember, and remaining all concepts also one word answer related only. Flattening ND array into 1D array using reshape method. Again, reshape only I'm using. So this is which dimension, guys? 2 dimension. 2 dimensional object with 3 rows, row 1, row 2, row 3, contains 2 columns. So this 2 dimensional array, I want to convert into 1D. Then just -1 value we can use here. NP dot reshape of array 1 comma -1. -1 if we are using, then these all elements are converted into 1 dimensional. So because of that, you're going to get like this values. Okay. So 2 dimensional array now created like a 1 dimensional array. So now here the 3 dimensional array is there, guys. 3 dimensional array. So here also -1 if I'm giving. So these all 3 dimensional objects converting into 1 dimensional. Okay. So here the only -1 value if we are using. So that is converted into 1 dimensional. It may be 2 dimensional, 3 dimensional, then converted into 1 dimensional. So that is technically called as a flat-ended object. Flat-ended object. So in Python also there's a list of lists if available data. So all the list of list related values like a single list, how to return like asking, that is called as a flat-ended list, flat-ended list concept. Okay, so here just -1 we can use. Okay, remember up to here, up to the flattening concept. So later the copy, view related, merging the arrays, splitting the arrays, these all things in the next session we will discuss. Okay, so I'll stop this session here up to this, and remaining parts tomorrow will continue. Okay, so thank you guys. See you tomorrow. If you are having any queries, you can let me know.
Recording stopped.
Yes, do you have any queries? And everyone remember guys, so through the material I'm explaining, then a lot of time saving. Okay, now we have a few days only, that's why I'm using like that. So material wise, when you are checking every point you will understanding. If you are not understanding any point, please let me know in the further sessions. Definitely 100% you will understand every point. I'll cross checked and I executed, and after that only I added in the material. Hmm. Any doubts?
No, sir.
And next week guys, 12th onwards, Django session going to start. Next week 12th onwards, Django session at same time 7:30 p.m. only.